How are? Grizzly deer back out again. It's March. It's not a bad day. I've decided to go for a wildcamp. Well, I say decided. I've got to start getting some miles in. I'm planning on doing the Pennine Way in July for my birthday. So yeah, I need to be getting some miles under my belt, carrying some weight, and yeah, just getting my general fitness up. I'm now up against it again. I'm there chasing the sunset. But yeah, it should be a good day. So even though there's not enough hours in the day, I'm still leaving this wild camping business quite late and quite to the letter. So for me to get to where I am now, Edale, takes roughly about an hour. Sunsets at 6 o'clock, and according to OS Maps, where I want to go, which bear in mind is only about 5 miles, so it's going to take about 3 hours. As I'm there running out of time, I thought the best place to go would be up onto Kinder Scout via Jacob's Ladder. Now Kinder Scout is a place where I've never wild camped before. As much as it's a big plateau, I'm not quite sure where I'm going to be pitching my tent. But I love Jacob's Ladder. And it's one of them things where no matter how many times you climb up Jacob's Ladder or come down it, it doesn't get much easier. So I'm out today with some weight, quite a bit of weight. I've got a new-ish 30 to 40 litre rucksack by Low Alpine that I want to like, I really do. But packing it seems like a bit of a squeeze. It's more longer than wider. So I'm really struggling with that. But on the weight factor, he said it's heavy. I've not weighed it, but if you take into account, I've got 4 tubes of beer, 3 litres of water, and everything I need for a wild camp. This will be a good test. Now I brought the trekking poles, whether I get them out, but ideally I want to start using them whilst going uphill. I don't want to keep forgetting about them. So let's see what we can see. So with less than 4 months until I start the Pennine Way, planning is being very minimal. Shall we say I don't want to pigeonhole myself. I don't want to give myself set targets per days, even though I should. Because on the positive side, I suppose, I'm thinking, what happens if I feel fine? Do a 17 mile a day, and I can push out another 5. Then I suppose I'll get it done. But if that knocks out my mileage, on the negative side, which I think will affect me mentally, is what happens if I've planned a 20 mile day and I'm feeling tired, my muscles are aching, and I only managed 17. But the next day I've got an 18 mile a day on a big climb. Now I've got to try and catch these 3 miles up when I'm already battered. Yeah, that's my big problem. But yeah, I've got 4 months to try and improve my fitness, which I feel is lacking, but that could be mental. Planning to get out and do some big miles, and planning to do some weighted miles and some multi-day hikes. So let's see how that goes. So we're just reaching now the bottom of Jacob's Ladder. There's the iconic humpback bridge. I think now's a good time to get the poles out and steadily, nice and steadily, make my way up there. Look at the hair, look at the sweat. So I made it through to the top of Jacob's Ladder. Never gets any easier. And maybe because I'm out solo, it was worse. I could stop when I wanted to, give up when I wanted to, and just try and get my breath. This is at one point, and like I said, the heart wasn't necessarily beating in the ears. As I was staring off into the nether distance, you could see that the vision was affected. Every heartbeat, there was like a vision wobble. Just pushing myself way too hard. Maybe I shouldn't have put a thermal layer on before I set off, knowing full well what this hike's like. Just one really thin but absolutely decent thermal layer I like. And maybe the buffalo was a bit tad too much. I think more it were a mental battle. So, as I said, currently in the cairns, and hoping to head up onto there and then try and find a spot. Just take a bit of fluid now and then get back on it. That guy's having no problems whatsoever. Look at the hair again. So, I've made it up another steep incline from the cairn, but still got that to head up to. This one was a little bit easier. Out of breath, puffed, fit, need to lose some weight, but not quite as hard. Now probably not as steep and better terrain for the poles, but yeah, it's not quite over yet. Still looks like we've got about an hour and 15 minutes to the sunset. As you can see, it's just hiding in the clouds, teasing me. Obviously getting to a higher elevation, may as well get a little bit longer with the sunset. But yeah, still not over. No, I keep forgetting that I've got my earpods in my pocket. Could put some tunes on, some motivational music, maybe a bit of Rammstein. That'll certainly get you marching up the hill. So yeah, I think for the last little slog, I'll not film because I don't want to confuse the microphone. I'll get the ears in and yeah, chug away. So not far now, very small incline, and then try and find somewhere flat. So here goes. Well, made it to Edel Rocks. Had a look around. There's one possible place to pitch the tent. Not sure on. A few people here though. So, didn't realise that. My original plan that I planned out like last week, so I just worked on the assumption that I had a plan, was to come to Edel Rocks like I have, and then keep going until Kinder Downfall, which I'm not going to do. So I might head back towards Jacob's Ladder, and yeah, that top looks quite grassy. Looks like there should be plenty of places to pitch up there. So that will be the plan. So my plan for the Pennine Way is basically something I've always wanted to do. I'm doing it in July, trying to knock it out in 17 days, ideally 16 days walking, and allows me 1 day rest to be used up if I need it. But if I need it, surely I need the rest day. Now, I'm hoping to finish it on my birthday, so that's going to be the plan. So, a bit premature, but my dad's just bought me some meals, combination of fire pot, then, you know, the sort that you're getting, go outdoors, bought me 6 for the Pennine Way as a birthday present, which I very much appreciate. The only bad thing to that is, there's a lot of flavours I've not tried. So in the next 4 months, I'm going to end up eating my birthday present. I'll replace them. But yeah, cheers for that, Dad. I brought one out on the walk with me today. So yeah, let's give that a taste. Also, it's quite far from the end of the video. I don't think I'm going to be doing too much filming tonight. But I'd just like to say thank you for all my subscribers. Again, it's slowly creeping up. Nicely settled on 228. For some reason I've lost one. So if you think you've subscribed, please, you know, just double check. And if you're new to my video or you've watched a few and you haven't subscribed, then yeah, please hit it, because I do like to see the channel grow. I've been putting some climbs and the climbing gym up on my YouTube shorts, like I say I would, and they're getting not a bad reception. But yeah, please give it a like. It pushes the video on a bit to like-minded people. Subscribe if you haven't, and yeah, sit back and enjoy the rest of my adventure. Well, that's another plan scuppered. Managed to climb up there, and there was a guy, you know, the guy I said it didn't look like he was struggling. Well, after I took that video, he sat down and had a rest. He's currently up here. He said it's his first camp out since Christmas. He usually goes to the wall packs, but it gets quite busy now. And as much as there was bags of room up there, I didn't want to encroach on his night. He says, you know, you're more than welcome to pitch anywhere around here. And I'm like, no mate, snore during the night. See, I know that I won't bother him and he won't bother me, but why disrupt somebody's little tranquil place of bliss? So, oh, that's looking quite good on the camera. So, the next plan, the plan again, is to head over there. It's looking a decentish flat spot, heading towards Brown Knoll. And yeah, got about an hour's left of daylight. So yeah, ideally want to be pitched up, enjoying a tinny before it gets dark, enjoying the sunset. But at this rate, I might be still putting the tent up. But we'll see. Feeling fighting fit now. So yeah, let's go and smash it. So this is turning into more an epic than what it should have been, I suppose. It's where you get down to not planning properly, not doing a recce, not following the original route, to be fair. So now there's all this peatland. It's all a bit boggy. Where I said I was going to head to, fenced off. Didn't want to climb the fence, so heading towards Brown Knoll, and let's see what we can see around there. At this rate, I'm heading straight back into Edale and trying to get a campsite there, but I'm sure we'll find somewhere. Well, she's up. Ended up it's over there, camping at Brown Knoll. I were tempted to go into Edale though. Could have got something to eat in Nags, had a pint. But no, I've been neglecting this old girl. Not used on the last couple of camps, so good to get her out. And yeah, this will be the tent I'll be using on the Pennine Way. So the mat's up, just need to get the bag out now. The sun's absolutely looking fantastic. Yeah, get a meal on, get a brew on, and then probably watching some YouTube whilst having a few tinnies. Jobs are good, eh? Just trying to remember a top tip that I never use, and I will use now for the first time. When you're making yourself a brew, pour your water into with your cup. and then pour it into your stove. So that way you've got exactly as much water as you need. You're not going to boil any excess water, and you're going to save on gas. So happy days. So tonight's meal of choice, courtesy of my dad, is a fire pot posh pork and beans. I don't think I've ever had fire pot before. Compared to the other backpacking meals that you can get and go outdoors, I find these a little bit more on the pricey side, just because I'm tight. You know, it might be something like £1, £1.50, £2 more expensive. Plus, you've got to carry extra water for it. So as the cheaper end, like a wayfarer, you just pop this into boiling water and it boils in the bag. Now you could say because it's not dehydrated it's a little bit more weighty, but to be fair there's not really a lot of difference in it. And once you've cooked your meal, use your hot water, make a brew. So again, happy days. So halfway through eating my fire pot posh pork and beans, and my verdict is, well, some of it's not hydrated. I have left it for quite some time. I wouldn't say it's nice, but I wouldn't say it's unpleasant. Well, I suppose if you're hungry, you'll eat anything. So, yeah, it's edible, but if you're a food connoisseur, you won't touch it. It's got a nice kick to it though. Well, after an enjoyable evening of watching YouTube, catching up on some much needed episodes and hunkering down, getting nice and cozy in the sleeping bag, I'll bid you all a good night. And good morning. Sun's come up. Sunrise was about 6 o'clock. It's now 7:45. A bit of a lazy morning. Touch on the fresh side last night, down to -1.5. I think it's still about -1 today. It's getting a bit breezy, so I was just enjoying the warmth. Yeah, sleeping bag, had some breakfast, had a coffee too, and watching the sunrise. So right now I'm going to head off now, down towards Lord's Seat, head towards Mabtor, and then drop down into Edale back to the vehicle. What a fantastic morning it is for it too. Let's go. And as always, left no trace. Look at them views. Fantastic. So, like I said, absolutely lovely day for it. But yeah, how the hell did that get here? We're in the middle of nowhere. There's no proper clear tracks. But yeah, this car's upside down. But it's okay, there's a notice on it. The police are aware of it. Must have been dropped from a helicopter or something. And if finding that car in this beautiful scenery wasn't enough. Oh, sorry, there's another one. It's like bloody buses. So this is Lord's Seat. And in the distance there you can see the wonders. That is Mabtor. So, Mabtor certainly looks like it's picking up a bit. And I must say, 39, and I've only ever been onto Lord's Seat twice, and that's twice in the last 6 months. It's much easier going down it. So I'll get into the road and then head off back it down into Edale and into Barda Booth. Exactly. Oh yeah, baby. That's where I'll be heading in July. Well, just at the turning now, heading back to the car park. It's been an enjoyable camp, even if trying to find somewhere to pitch ended up being a bit problematic. I suppose, you know, that's why you do a recce. Not enough hours in the day to catch up on everything that I want to do. So, if you've made it this far, thank you very much for watching. If you found any worth in the video, please give it a like or drop a comment down. And if you haven't already, because there's about 80% of my viewers that are not subscribed, please subscribe. to really help me out and really make my day. So, until next time, for Marie, Haroon.